Okay guys, now we can work on the justified content. The first thing we will do right here, we can just copy the same CSS of the, where is it? The align items. Copy it. And we will work by the same way of the align items. We can just, we will change just this one and make it justify content. Let's delete the flexbox from here. We don't need it. Okay, and we will keep the item APC, and this will be a row. We don't need the height anymore. Okay, after this part, we can go to the HTML. We can type HTML. We can close this one here. This one to be for justify content. And then here we will connect between this file and the CSS. Style sheet href of justify.css. Okay, and inside here, the first thing we will do is to type h1. The h1 to be having justify content. And we will see what justified content we can start with. We can start with the center. Let's see what we have here. Okay, great. And then after this part, we can make dev with class of row. And then inside we can make dev with class of item and item A. And for this part, we can type inside h2 with a. Okay, everything is good. And we can make dev. I'm going to show you two ways to type classes and IDs inside the HTML. We can type dev. The class is having dot. The ID is having hash. If I type dot item and dot item p, now we got this. What if I want to add an ID also? We can make dev with hash of item, class of item or class. So now we got this. Or there is another way, just type dot class. And now we got this. And we can also use it for the ID. And inside here we can make h2 with p. And then for the last one, we can just copy and paste it. There's one to be C. Let's save. Okay, so now we got this. Let's say that I want this text to be, let's try to make the text center. I just want to show you something. Let's get this class of justify content center. We can copy this class and go to the style.css. This one, let's say that we can add a line, text align to center. But here we got no sense because it's taking this width and not the all width of the screen. I want to move all of the text to be centered for the page. There is a property which is called justify content. Here we got justify content page line and justify content, and we will just try the center and space around, space between, and space evenly. We can type here justify content center. And now we got this at the center. All of the box is centered, but the text itself is not centered. We can go here and we will know more about this one in our projects. This code, we will use them inside our projects, this source code. We can copy this one. We can add h1, justify content. For this one, we can try for justify content end. Paste this one to be for the end. We can type here justify content center, but instead of the center, we will make it end. And here justify content to be end. The start will be making no sense. We got also justify content start, but it's making no sense because we already have them in the start as a default. save, go here. What's the problem with this part? I think we got something wrong. Oh, we didn't save. No, we got something with this part, so what's the problem here? Justify content and yes, justify content flex end. So the problem was with the flex. Sorry. And now after this part, we can try for the space between. We can go here, create a new one. Just copy this part, add some space right here, and paste. This one to be for space between, and this one to be also space between. We can copy this class and go to the CSS right here. Okay, justify content of space between. When we save and go and reload, now we got a spacing that equals distance from this part, and this part, and this part. There's something also which is called space around. We can create a new one right here. We can add a distance here. We can copy this code, paste, and this one to be for space around, and this one to be for space around. We can go now to justify content.css. We can copy this line and paste here to be around, and this one to be space around. So now we got this, the around, we got space here, space here, space here. But this space will be larger than this space. This is the difference. When we go here, we got the same. As you can see from here, this space is larger than this space. We can try now for the justify content evenly, which is the last one we will try for the justify content. We can copy this part, okay, scroll down, paste, this one to be for evenly, and this one to be for also the evenly. And now we can go to this part, copy this class, paste it again, and this to be for evenly. When we reload, what's the problem here? Space evenly. No, we got something wrong with this part, so what's the problem here? Yes, that class name, evenly. So now we got the space evenly. The space evenly, here we got the same distance. This will be equal to this one, and this one. That's all about the justified content for the website we will create, and our source code, the CSS file which we will use to create our website. That's perfect. In the next video, we will be having an introduction to the media queries and how to make the website responsive, because we will add some responsive design to the grid system. So good luck and have fun.